What if I was to tell you about one of the most amazing reviews you have ever seen on YouTube and will ever exist on YouTube? Yes, you can watch it for free. It's the Action 52 Mikey Spiky review down below. On the surface, this is a great channel that relives the childhood dream of video games and all their wondrousness. And some of the comment sections are actually pretty awesome with people talking about just how this kid had a great channel, had a good impact on them, and even years later he's lived a happy life, it seems like, and it really brings a joy to your heart. And this is a true comment too here. It's always sad to stroll through and see abandoned channels with so much potential. This kid, when he came up with just awesome little, then the joyousness of Christmas and video games will just sing throughout your heart. Alas, there's one set of videos he makes that's so amazing, and I've watched it many times over. It's just a fucking awesome thing, and it's a long lost relic of awesome gaming, and that is of course his series of Action 52 reviews. Now the videos have a very simple premise. The kid has the problem counter, and every time he plays Action 52 and he comes across a problem, he puts in one tick on the problem counter, and it's fucking amazing because every time he goes through and plays this shit game, it has so much problems, and every time he adds to it, it's so fucking funny. It's just the best. By the by the end of the first video, he starts to really get into it with these hilariousness, and you're just hooked. You just have to watch them all, and it's about I think it's a little over 2 hours for all of them. But you know, this quickly Action 52 being the piece of shit it is, quickly racked up tons of problems on the problem counter. Now, actually, after you start to get to the second video, you start to realize that there's actually a ton of fucking shit to get through in this movie, or this game. There's just all kinds of fucking these shitty games, and I guess what they did is they basically came and they came out with a like one game, one cartridge. It was just a ton of games, and of course, there's so much shitty problems with it, and you can tell how they just kind of copied and paste assets. Didn't probably Some of these probably weren't even tested, or for sure weren't tested. They just maybe just put in a couple codes, did whatever they did, and this is the fucking result that came out of it, and it's hilarious. It's funny. It's obviously a really shitty set of games, but I find this one of the best one of the best reviews ever of Action 52 in my opinion. Which brings us to the second best Action 52 review, one and only Angry Video Game Nerd, who reviews it beautiful and is an amazing is a truly amazing nerd episode. I love it. I watched it many times. It's great. But if we actually go back to Mikey Spiky, it's the more superior review. The comedic genius of Mikey Spiky just keeps going on, and some of the jokes he makes it out of are hilarious. Like when he describes different objects. He's like, it looks like a pile of sperm. It's so fucking funny. And you can tell just how bad these games look. That's hilarious. Look how stupid the main character sprite. He describes what shit looks like. This looks like a turd. Yeah, see, it's amazing. He grew up in such an amazing period of time and was so accustomed to gaming that it's just beautiful. He's so funny. I love the Cartman thing. He's just like Cartman. It's so beautiful. I fucking love this kid. Mikey Spiky, if you watch this, you're fucking amazing. It's so good. Now, once you're to the third video, you start to realize that there's really a lot to this. Like, there's a ton, and the shittiness from these games just keep coming and coming. Like, look at this one. These are the weirdest ones. These like the ones from the side, the ones that come from the side are really weird because they represent all kinds of weird worlds in this game. It becomes like a dream when you're listening to this kid talk about this game in such a hilarious, beautiful way. And this game's just a stupid dream come true. That's what this is. It's just so beautiful. The Haunted Hill one is hilarious. Haunted halls. Every single one he goes through is just so hilarious. Look at that chick. I feel like they stole that from something. Guys, all the like titties. It's so funny. So vulgar. It's awesome. I love his vulgarity. It's so South Park early. He does. He's got to be the same maybe a little younger than I am, but exact same kind of kid I was when I was a kid. Like he's exactly the same fucking person as I was. And a lot of people are. I can resonate with this hilarity, this like, he's late night, he's editing videos, he's making things. It's gotta have been so fun. What a life. What a life. I'm glad I got to do it too. It's just like there's something amazing about sharing your opinions to people online, whether they watch it or not. Obviously Mikey Spiky left YouTube. I hate to use the word give up on it, but I mean he's got some videos with high views. Mikey Spiky, of course, has his highest viewed something insane, 500K, and that's his Pokemon video. And it's a 16-year-old video, and it's just so hilarious. It's this became a 500K video. I love it. Oh, I mean, Pokemon is super popular, but let's get a look at some other parts of this video. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's just him. He's playing Pokemon. It's so heartwarming. It's so adorable. I love it. Just posted a video online of him playing Pokemon, and it got 500K videos. Wherever you are today, Mikey Spiky, we salute you. As he gets closer to the end, Mikey Spiky starts to get continually quicker and quicker, and you'll notice by later in the series of videos, he's now so Sub-Zero. Like, look at this game. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? And you see so many duplicates of just actions and stupid things. Look at the problem count. So many. 93. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And the kid, he's got such a talent for uh, physical comedy. He's using his face. He's pressing buttons. He's a great comedian. Uh, and sometimes these talents just never amount to anything. They're like that. I'm sure he's lived a happy, good life, and everything's cool with him. But you know, people have talents that they never use sometimes, and it really sucks because our society limits creativity so hardcore. His comparisons are so fucking funny. Well, because clearly, like, there was like no creative spirit to these games. They were just games, made for pressing buttons. The more the problem counter goes up, the worse the fucking games get. beautiful. And of course, if you know your Action 52, by the time that he gets to 52, it's a whole episode in its own because Cheetahman's a bizarre story. Uh, Cheetahman, the more you dive into the Cheetahman, the more insane it gets. So of course he goes over the comic, the lore, the plan they had for these Cheetahman, and the utter tosh of a bullshit of a game that it eventually became, and just the idea. I think it would be hilarious to bring back the Cheetahman after all these years, but I don't know any game developer, movie, TV executive that would ever invest in Cheetahman. But I just think if they came out with like a modern Cheated Men movie, it would just be just so awesome. It'd be embedded in gaming history. But Mikey Spiky certainly goes over the Cheetah Men beautifully. Once you get around to the playing of Cheetah Men and Cheetah Men 2, they're just so it's like they almost wanted to make a Cheetah Man game, but they were like at the last minute they're like, oh hey wait, let's put in all this other shit and we can sell it as a 52 pack. Why they picked 52 as a number is incredible. It might have had something to do with the limits or the something they had that they did the max, but they were they were clear they were clearly fucking around with it. It's actually quite hilarious. So yeah, it is. Mikey Spiky Action 52. One of the greatest reviews on YouTube that you can watch right now, right today. You can watch it. It's right below. It's about 2 hours, so it's like a movie size thing. But I promise you'll laugh at your fucking ass off. It's an amazing skit on YouTube that anybody can watch. It's fabulous, and it's perhaps one of the best game reviews ever. It's amazing. And when he celebrates at the end, it's hilarious too, cause like it's created by Mike Stricker. Thanks to Cheatman 92. You could tell he really put effort into this. This is awesome. I'm sure if I get the 69, he's got his head. Oh man, oh man, gold, Mikey Spiky gold.